Now there are different types of muscles based upon what action they actually bring about. For example, if there is a muscle that brings a part of the body closer to another, like for example, you bend your hand at your elbow, that is called a flexor muscle. A muscle which moves an organ away from another organ, like for example, if you extend your hand, that is your extensor muscles. And then you have adductor and abductor muscles. Adductor muscles are those which bring your hand closer to your body, whereas abductor muscles are those which take your hand away from your body. So adductor and abductor, adduction means movement of your hand closer to your body, and abductor means movement of your hand away from your body. And you can easily move your palm downwards and upwards. The downward movement of your palm is mediated by pronator muscle, whereas the upward movement of your palm is mediated by the supinator muscles. So we are classifying the muscles depending on what kind of action they bring about, what kind of effect they have on a body part. We also have muscles which move an organ upwards, which move a part of your body upwards. For example, your lower jaw is moved upward with the help of masseter muscle. The movement of your lower jaw downwards when you open your mouth is because of the depressor muscle. So it depresses a body part, it moves the body part downwards. And then your legs along your hip region, a slight rotation in your leg is brought about by the rotator muscle at your hip joint. There is a muscle called the piriformis muscle. Then we have a sphincter is a ring of muscle that guards an opening. For example, you have the pyloric sphincter. This pyloric sphincter is guarding the opening between the stomach and your small intestine, the first part of your small intestine, that is called the duodenum. And also you have muscles which bring forth, say, the dilation of your pupil, which widens the pupil, isn't it? They are like your iris muscle. And now usually you know that your pupil dilates when you are exposed to dim light or when there's less light, isn't it? Otherwise your pupil is always constricted. Then we have inverter muscles. You can also exhibit an inward movement of the sole of your feet, and that is brought forth by the inverter muscle. And an outward movement of the sole of your feet is also brought forth by your everter muscles. So these are the different types of muscles depending on their action.